You ever just stop and watch a bird? It seems like such a simple thing, right? But what if I told you there's some seriously profound wisdom hidden in their flight, in their songs? Well, that's what we're going to dive into today, how observing birds can actually guide us toward a more integrated, a more whole life.
I mean, just look at this moment. There's this quiet readiness here, a perfect pause right before the action. It really makes you wonder, in our own constant crazy rush, what kind of vital wisdom are we just flying right past?
And you know, that question, it really points to a big modern problem. We're all living in a world that just feels constantly hurried, maybe even a little fragmented. We live by the clock. We measure our lives by results and efficiency. But this obsession with getting things done, well, it can blind us. It makes us completely overlook the incredible power that comes not from doing more, but simply from seeing more. So let's just flip the script for a second. What if the real key to a richer life isn't about cramming more stuff into our schedule? What if it's about developing our ability to truly see the world that's right in front of us? What if wisdom is literally waiting in plain sight?
So where do we find this kind of wisdom? Well, for this explainer, we're turning to nature itself. We're looking up at the sky for a totally different kind of teacher.
You see, a bird's flight isn't just some random act of survival. It's part of this ancient, beautiful rhythm, an underlying order to life that we didn't create and we certainly can't control. But we absolutely can learn from it.
And this brings us to the core idea we're talking about today, learning from birds. It's really just a philosophy, a simple practice of pausing, watching, and listening to find this deep life wisdom that's all around us.
Okay, so what does this philosophy actually look like in practice? Let's break down some of the biggest life lessons that birds have to offer us.
We're going to look at 4 key ideas: understanding life cycles, what freedom really means, the incredible power of gratitude, and the deep importance of responsibility. First up, the rhythm of the seasons.
Every single year, birds set off on these unbelievable migrations. These journeys are so much more than just travel, though. They're a powerful symbol for the seasons of our own lives and our own constant need to adjust and adapt to change.
Take the black-faced spoonbill, for instance. It doesn't try to fight the coming winter, it moves with it. It trusts its instincts. And that's such a profound lesson for us, isn't it? Knowing when to push through and when to wisely change our course. Trusting that a new season is going to bring new opportunities. Now this next one, it might sound a little bit like a paradox. We usually think of freedom as, having no rules at all. But nature shows us something totally different. True, effortless freedom isn't about breaking the rules. It's about mastering them. Think about an eagle soaring. It's not flapping like crazy. It has mastered the invisible rules of the wind. By working with these natural laws, it achieves this state of just graceful power. The lesson here is so clear. Real freedom doesn't come from fighting against life's currents, but from learning how to align with them.
And what about birdsong? When was the last time you really listened to a bird singing? It wasn't asking for anything, was it? It wasn't trying to sell you something. It was just an expression of being, a gift of pure, unconditional beauty for the world. That simple act is a powerful teacher of gratitude.
And this kind of presence isn't only in their song. A bird that's completely focused on its meal, well, that's a picture of pure joy in the present moment. It's a reminder for us to appreciate the small things and to respond to the world not with this endless wanting, but with simple, honest gratitude. So, these are some really beautiful ideas, right? But the big question is, how do we actually bring them into our lives? How do we go from just observing something to taking meaningful action? Well, the path to integrating this wisdom has 4 clear steps. It all starts with quiet observation. And doing that builds belief, a genuine trust in life's own natural guidance. From that belief, we're then inspired to act, to actually change our daily habits. And finally, we contribute this wisdom back to the people around us. And that last step is so crucial. This isn't just some personal self-help project. The wisdom we get from nature, it's meant to be shared. It deepens our understanding of how connected we are to everything, and it can turn us into a real force for harmony in our communities and in the world. I mean, just look at this. This is an act of pure nurturing, of pure responsibility. It's a powerful visual reminder that when we see ourselves as a part of life's incredible, intricate web and not somehow above it, we naturally become better stewards. We learn to cherish our planet, to respect all life, and to take real responsibility for our impact. And this really brings us to the ultimate takeaway.
A bird that's just fulfilling its nature? That's beautiful. It's the order of things. For us humans, our nature, our true glory, is found when we live out the very things these birds model for us. Love for the world around us, and responsibility for our place within it.
So, I'm going to leave you with this image and a question. The next time you step outside, just take a moment, look up, listen. The world is absolutely full of teachers if we just have the patience to stop and observe. What will you let nature teach you today?